And the main airline here is the Turkish Airlines. But our goal here is to talk about the hotel. So look at those three here: stopover, stopover, stopover. And now you're gonna see like stopover, Istanbul, economy class, that's her flight. Number of rooms, one room, because she's alone. And here we have the voucher with all the information you need. So this is an addendum, especially if the conflict in Iran is still going on.
So we officially made it to the Istanbul Airport. Like we found the metro. A little banner inside the hotel showing that they're part of the Stopover program. Pretty impressive. Lots to see in Istanbul. Back to the hotel, grab my bags, and off to the airport.
Hello everyone, welcome to another video from Out of Comfort Zone. My name is Rodrigo and we are here at the Istanbul International Airport. This huge airport. This one is in the European side, there's another one in the Asian side of Istanbul. And the main airline here is the Turkish Airlines. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can get a free hotel stay here in Istanbul with Turkish Airlines or a free tour around Istanbul with Turkish Airlines. Take a look. Hello everyone, so Rodrigo here. I'm gonna show you all how you can get a free hotel stay in Istanbul, Turkey when booking a flight with Turkish Airlines connecting through Istanbul, which we call a stopover, essentially because you're gonna get off in Istanbul and do whatever you want. So here, for example, I'm going from Lisbon to Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, and they give me all the options here when I start the booking process. Some flights you can see here, there's nothing showing, and if you go to details, 5 hours in Istanbul, that's a normal connection, a little bit longer, but no problem at all. But if you see here, Tourist Istanbul means you have first not a hotel for free, but a tour for free. During your connection, your long connection in Istanbul, you can get a free tour of Istanbul paid by Turkish Airlines. So why? Because there's a 18 hours connection here. I know it's a pretty long connection, maybe 18 hours gonna be pretty tired, but it shows, it explains here how you're gonna get your complimentary tour with them. But obviously you can try a shorter one. Let's see here, these are all shorter, you don't have access to the tour. And down here, let's see this other one here, for example, 6 hours. So the 6 hours one, because it's between 6 hours and 24 hours during your layover, you can have a complimentary Tourist Istanbul service. So this would be potentially a good option, or even this one here, 12 hours. That's pretty decent because the Istanbul airport's a little bit away from downtown Istanbul, and unless you're going by subway, which I always recommend, which is much faster, be careful because there's a lot of traffic going in and out of Istanbul to the airport. But our goal here is to talk about the hotel. So look at those three here: stopover, 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 four actually, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, you have 8 options that you can sleep in Istanbul for free, paid by Turkish Airlines. So you can start from this one here. This one you would have 24 hours in Istanbul. It's a long connection, so it's a stopover. You're actually gonna get off in Istanbul. And I'm gonna show you soon through this link here how you can book your hotel for free. So this is an option 24 hours, and what I like, this one 29 hours. They have some, and I already checked here, that you literally can spend 53 hours in Istanbul. So it's almost more than 2 days you can stay in Istanbul for free. You can stay in Istanbul 2 nights in the comparison of a 4-star hotel. Business class passengers can stay up to 3 nights in a 5-star hotel. I've done that before, not in the business one, but in the economy class 4-star hotel was really good, and usually breakfast included. And you can see you don't pay much more for that, right? The flights are around 400 euros, 500 euros. This one you can spend 2 nights in Istanbul with paying essentially the same thing. So once you book this flight, it's all booked. You have your booking code. You can come here, this page, and I'm gonna leave the link in the description here. And here are some of the rules. Your layover has to be more than 20 hours, layover or connection, whatever you call it, more than 20 hours and up to 7 days. How to apply? That's exactly how I'm showing here. And what is to offer? Economy class 1 night at a 4-star hotel, and business class 2 nights at a 5-star hotel or a boutique hotel. Remembering that you have to do that at least 72 hours before your flight. And they have special rules here as well. If you're traveling from Australia, Canada, Chile, China, different places here, you can stay as an economy class up to 2 nights for free, and business class up to 3 nights for free. And remember, doesn't matter which hotel you choose, you're gonna have breakfast included. And with your reservation code and your last name, you can book your hotel. So you have to do that after you have your booking ready. Let's do it together then. So here now you have the PNR code, the reservation code, and because it's Nikki who is doing that, Nick's last name, and you add both here and then you come here. Here you have Nikki's name, and I'm gonna mark here and select her nationality. So she's American, United States. Yeah, sometimes they also have as American or USA, so just look for it. And let's go. Okay, so here you have her flights, actually Madrid, Istanbul, Istanbul, Nairobi in Kenya. And now you're gonna see like stopover, Istanbul, economic class, that's her flight. Number of rooms, 1 room, because she's alone. And select the room type, single, double, triple. She's gonna be flying by herself, so it's gonna be single, but if a couple, if I'm flying with her, would be double. And if you have kids or anything, triple. And Miss Elliot, also important, you also have the check-in time here. So for instance, she's arriving at Istanbul Airport 8:45 p.m. So 9 p.m. between us is going to be impossible for her to check in at 9 p.m. So you can put a little bit later, 8:45, knowing Istanbul, how big it is, and even if subway, I would put around 9:30, probably 10 actually. And let's go here and confirm here. And here now you can choose which hotel you would like to stay. They have the address and everything. They have the website. They have the location. What I would do here, I would spend a little bit more time. I would go checking every single one of these hotels. What would you like? Some of them are nicer than others. I'm pretty sure that all of them offer breakfast. My main tip here, in the past we stayed in a very nice hotel, but it was far away from the subway station. So it was quite complicated for us to come back. Like we were really late, got stuck in traffic. Since Istanbul is so big and said there are so many different parts of Istanbul, try one, to stay in a part of Istanbul that you like to explore, and two, my suggestion again, close to a subway station. Trust me, you're gonna thank me when you see that you're not stuck in traffic going back to the airport, or even during the day going from the airport to Istanbul. And as you can see, they are all kind of far away from the airport. 45 minutes, 51 minutes, 45, 40. So really take that in consideration the next day on how you're gonna get and when you're gonna get to the airport in Istanbul. Because as far as I remember, they recommend that you arrive 2.5 hours to 3 hours before your flight flying out of Istanbul. So now I'm gonna give you a little bit of my rationale to which hotel you can or you should choose. For instance, this one, the Demand. It's a 5-star hotel. Actually, it's not a 4-star, which is pretty cool. Even if you fly economy, you have access to it. That's the airport. It's 1 subway line directly to it. 1 hour and 5 minutes. Pretty good, including the walking. So the station is pretty close to the hotel. That would be a perfect hotel if you just wanna go to the hotel, sleep, relax, and don't do anything else. However, as you can see, it's pretty far from the main tourist attractions here in Istanbul. That's the beating heart of Istanbul. The main mosques, the bazaars, and everything. If you want to explore Istanbul, I wouldn't stay in this hotel here. I would choose another option. So the hotel I end up choosing is this Grand Yavuz Hotel, which is, as I mentioned, right at the beating heart of Istanbul, close to the Blue Mosque, the main bazaars, and everything. The trip's a little bit longer. You have to take 1 metro all the way here, connect, get another one here, and then a tram. But what you can do, because you know it, especially in Istanbul, metros are always faster than car. You can take a metro all the way here, and then here you take an Uber or something similar to the hotel here, so you barely walk. But again, that's gonna be my choice because I want to explore Istanbul, and also they have a gym here, and it's important for me and for Nikki. If the hotel has a gym after a long trip, why not work out a little bit? One more thing you can do actually is, for example, take a look at booking.com. Each of one of these hotels, see which one is the most expensive one. If you're just like, I want to go to a very expensive hotel, and through that you choose which one is the most expensive one and say there, why not? I can leave the link to booking.com in the description. So here I select the hotel I just mentioned to you all, and then let's complete the stopover reservation here. So here we have the hotel, all the information. They talk a little bit about the specifications. You're gonna have a voucher. You have to show that voucher probably in Istanbul, maybe at the immigration, and obviously at the hotel. You're gonna have your breakfast. You can reach by public transport or taxi. And important, check your visa. I don't know which country you're from, if you need a visa to Turkey. For example, I'm from Brazil. I don't need a visa to go to Turkey, so it's fine. But having the voucher for the hotel doesn't guarantee that you get a visa free in Turkey. Just check based on your citizenship, your passport, if you need a visa to Turkey or not. Complete your email, telephone number, and then here I think the website has a problem because it says stopover survey question 1, stopover survey question 2. I don't know what the questions are. I just put yes for both of them. You see. So let's complete everything. Alrighty, here we have it. Everything's fine. All the information per voucher has been generated. So approve the reservation, accommodation, breakfast included, blah, blah, blah. And then you can download, print the hotel voucher. And here we have the voucher with all the information you need, the hotel email, their website, their address, telephone number, everything showing here. One single, one night, breakfast, blah, blah, blah. One thing important, her flight at 8:30 p.m. And remember, her checkout is at 3 p.m. So what you can do, again, you check out, leave your bags at the hotel, keep exploring the city, Istanbul, and then go back to the hotel, get your bags, and go back to the airport. Important, I don't remember if you have access to your checked baggage that you checked on your first flight. I think they go directly to your final destination. So have some clothes with you in your small bag, the bag you bring with you inside the plane. So when you get to the hotel, you can have a shower, you can change, and the next day you can explore with fresh clothes. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wear the same clothes for a very, very long time. So now jumping into the future, we're gonna see a little bit how was Nikki's stopover in Istanbul. Look at the airplane line here to take off at San Francisco Airport here in California, United States. So this is an addendum, especially if the conflict in Iran is still going on. Why? Because when I recorded the video before, there was no conflict. And I know a lot of people are concerned, like, can I fly to the Middle East, Turkey and everything? They're not gonna cancel my flights. Remember I mentioned I have a video about how to get a free hotel in Doha with Qatar Airways. Qatar Airways cancel a lot of flights because of the conflict with Iran, as well as Emirates and Etihad. But Turkish Airlines, they didn't cancel any flight. Why? Because Istanbul is not exactly Middle East. It's like at the border between Middle East and Europe. So I flew with Turkish Airlines a couple of weeks ago during the middle of the conflict, and there was no problem at all. I went from Africa connecting Istanbul and then United States, no problem whatsoever. So you can be assured, Turkish Airlines, so far, no issues. Qatar Airways, Etihad, Emirates, it's on and off, on and off. Actually, I just saw Emirates plane arriving here, but it's still, we never know, on and off, there are some rockets going on there. But now we can go to Nikki in Istanbul. Oh, and guys, be nice to Nikki. She's not a YouTuber, she doesn't like to be recorded, and she's doing her best.
And here we are. So I officially made it to the Istanbul airport. And now since this is a long connection, I have to go do all the usual things. So I have to go through passport control, have to go get my bag. I think if your connection is long enough that you qualify for the Stopover program, your bag will not go to your final destination, so you have to get that. Getting to immigration. Very nice airport. Look at how big it is. Since I did not record the immigration, but here's my stamp. And now off to baggage claim. I'm number 10. This is the part where I'm always secretly afraid that my bag has been lost and I'm never going to see it again. Okay, so I have my trusty bag. Now I just have to figure out how to get to my hotel by public transport. So I'm going to take the metro because you do not want to mess with traffic in Istanbul. Remember, if you book this hotel, transportation is not included. So you're on your own to figure that out. So we'll do some Googling. Like, we found the metro. A lot of things happening when you get outside the airport. Keep following the metro signs. When in doubt, look for the giant red metro signs. Walking, walking, walking. Finished the metro, took quite a while, and now walking again. This time in Istanbul, look at how it happened. And off to the hotel. Grand Yavuz Hotel. I found it right in the heart of the city. I made it here. As you can see, they have a bunch of things, but first I'm gonna go drop off my stuff because I've been carrying this heavy backpack for a long time. Okay, 110. Here we go. Moment of truth. Here we go. Oh, it's cute. Not too shabby for a free night stay. Right in the heart of Istanbul. For whatever reason, my camera is making this look like the colors are not good, but I promise the room's actually very nice, very clean, cozy. Got some coffee. Oh, look at that. Decent bathroom. All good stuff. Honestly, I was thinking about going out and exploring Istanbul by night, but to be honest, I've been traveling for a lot of hours, so I think I'm just gonna enjoy the hotel, go check things out, maybe look at the gym, and then we'll save exploration for Istanbul tomorrow. A little banner inside the hotel showing that they're part of the Stopover program. Pretty cool view from up top. It's now day 2, so now we're gonna go see what they have for breakfast before I check out Istanbul. Okay, I think I found it. We have a bit of everything. Ooh, don't know what that is, but that looks very good. And I also found they have pomegranate syrup, which is delicious, and is something that we ended up eating a lot when we were in Syria recently. Except it's not coming out, so... Alright, that's a failure. I'll just have to keep dreaming of Syria. Apparently they generally have a gym, but it's under construction, so no gym today. So one of the nice things about the Stopover program is that they usually give you a late checkout, so I don't actually have to check out till 3 p.m., at which case I'll start making my way back to the airport, because again, Istanbul's huge, it takes forever to get to the airport, which means I have a couple of hours here to wander, explore, see what there is to see. And since my hotel is conveniently like right in the heart of the old city, I'm just going to do everything by foot and see how far I can go. Here's a better view of the lobby with some lights. Not too shabby, Istanbul. Pretty impressive. Lots to see in Istanbul. Bit lost at the moment, but have to figure out where I'm actually trying to go because I have a flight. I figured it out. I'm no longer lost. Just a couple minutes back to the hotel, grab my bags, and off to the airport. And then here, they actually have a Starbucks. But it's very cozy. And I think these things are included for guests. I'm about to find out because I could use a snack before I go to the airport. All right, ladies and gents, it is in fact complimentary. And I almost missed it, which would have been very sad.
Thank you very much, Nikki. Actually, she wasn't so happy to record for me because, as I mentioned, she doesn't like it. So she did me a big favor. Thank you so much. And this is it. If you have any comments, any questions about the free stopover hotel in Istanbul, let me know. We've done already this 3 times. We stay in 3 different hotels, so we can help you. And if you haven't done yet, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's still a small channel, so every like and every subscribe really helps the channel grow. Till the next time.